Spencer Lewis here. We're talking with Lane Zardo, young Lane, former Super Stock champion here at Sunset Speedway. But tonight we're actually talking about round 3 of the OSCAAR Modified Tour coming up this coming Friday at Delaware Speedway. Lane, I know you're really excited to get back behind the wheel of an open wheel modified. Tell me a little bit about this opportunity and how it came up after your debut.
Well, it was kind of cool. We ran the Modified here at Sunset Speedway's opener for the OSCAAR Modifieds, and when we ran it, the owner was pretty impressed. I got 2 seconds in my first 2 heats, and I was running in the top 3. Well, the car wasn't performing the best. It broke down. We couldn't finish the race, but for a 20-year-old car, it went through the center like a dream. And like I said, the owner was pretty impressed, so he said, well, why don't we just stick your number on it and you can race it more than anybody else.
Now, when you say your car owner, let's talk a little bit about that. Let's give him some shine. How did this opportunity come up for you?
Well, first of all, I first got an opportunity to race a limited late model by John Marquette, who wanted me to race his limited late model here at Sunset Speedway. And then that car wasn't going to be ready in time. So on the phone he said, well, limited late model might not be ready. Do you want to race an OSCAAR Modified? And my jaw kind of dropped, and yeah, oh yeah.
So you're going to go into Delaware. You got a little bit of experience under your belt now with the Modified, but Delaware, as you know, it's a completely different track, different change of pace. I mean, it's going to be, you're going to have to attack this track a lot differently than you do your home base here at Sunset.
Yeah, last time I was there, I was about 11 years old, and my cousin Peter Shepard III was racing his NCATS race there. I think he finished 5th, qualified 5th and finished 5th. But yeah, no, I heard it's an unforgiving track, but it's probably also one of the biggest tracks I'm going to be racing on in my career.
Now, George Woods is the car owner. What's expected of you going into Delaware? What are you guys hoping for to be happy with round 3 of the OSCAAR Modified Tour?
With George Woods, expects and what I expect are a couple of different things. He just expects for me to have fun, for me to bring the car home in one piece, and what I expect is to hopefully bring the car home in one piece, but I want to try and get a heat win, and if all luck turns my way, maybe even a top 3 in the feature.
Now, the OSCAAR Modified Tour roster is stacked. There are a lot of real good guys. You look at Gary McLean, Brent McLean, up-and-comers like Matt Barton and Davey Terry. I mean, it's a shark tank, and these guys have a lot more experience under their belt than you do. Is there any added pressure knowing that you're going out there with some of the best in the province and that you're going to have to try to learn awfully quickly with some of the best around?
I mean, I'm racing against some of Ontario's best Super Stock drivers right now, but it's a little bit more pressure because I'm not used to traveling to tracks as much. So these guys are so dynamic they can go from one track to the other and still be so dominant so fast. I'm used to staying at this track and then going to another track and having a lot of practice there and then doing well. So it's going to be interesting to see if I can pick it up as fast as I think I can. Now,
I know you got that new Zardo racing merchandise. Tell me a little bit about that, because I know there's a ton of fans across the province that are going to want to pick that up.
Yeah, we got them here right now, and if you're at Delaware Friday night, come see me. We got Zardo racing t-shirts, Zardo racing merchandise, sweaters, anything you want. T-shirts are $25. Follow Zardo Racing on Facebook to keep updated. Send me a message on Facebook or follow me on Twitter at Zardo_46.
Now, can people make orders for them over social media? They can get at you and you can bring them to the racetrack if need be?
Yeah, we got some extras at the racetrack, but it's actually preferred if you do message me.
So again, what's that Twitter handle one more time?
At Zardo46.
Anybody else you'd like to thank?
I'd like to thank George Woods for owning the car and let me drive it. I'd like to thank John Marquette, who lets me race the limited late model and modified, and I'd like to thank my grandpa Bill Zardo for my Super Stock, which is here at the track right now.
There you have it, folks. 3rd generation driver, 17 years of age, former Super Stock track champion here at Sunset, making his 2nd career entry into the OSCAAR Modified Tour this coming Friday at Delaware Speedway. Info, gate times, ticket prices available at www.delawarespeedway.com. Lane, thanks so much for the time, my friend.
Rock on, guys.